Hello folks, after a long absence, it's time for some Triton missile action. Here we are folks, it's been a long time since we've featured her. But here we have our 2003 Mitsubishi L200 pickup truck project. And we're about to start doing some EV work on this thing finally. It's a really nice sunny day, as you might have observed. You might also be quite reasonably asking why amongst all the other projects have I not been working on the truck more. Well, there's been one reason for that, and that's that I've been having some problems trying to find a battery. But that problem is now solved. Right here, strategically located right in the middle of the we'll call it the field laneway, we have a shiny, not so new or not so shiny even, Nissan Leaf 24 kilowatt hour battery pack. And this little guy here is going to go in the Triton missile. The missile has had a bit of a storied time here with me, including a rather serious addiction to this stuff. For those of you that may not recall, the L200, also known as the Mitsubishi Triton in the Australian market, I believe, hence the Triton missile, was purchased before all the whole house moving thing sprung upon me. The princely sum of €1,000 delivered. It had a slight problem with its ever reliable 4-cylinder diesel engine in the form of a head gasket failure. Now we've been patching that along over the past while here because I do use it quite a bit around the property. But I think it's time this year to do something with it. Now, as any seasoned EV converter, or even someone not that seasoned will know, building the battery boxes is the hardest part of the whole process and the most time consuming. We don't like things that are time consuming around here. So we're going to skip all that and use that Nissan Leaf pack complete, which will also be a first for us. So one Nissan Leaf pack and one 110 kilowatt inverter, 6.6 kilowatt PDM. So all this junk will be going in under the bonnet. And over here, hiding behind the plastic Panzer, have our mock-up gearbox. So this is the same gearbox and transfer box that is in our L200. We're going to be doing some CAD work on this, which we'll be showing you shortly. But before any of that good stuff can happen, I need to get the bed off this truck, so this part here. Now normally that wouldn't be so much of a problem thanks to the JCB company. However, you might notice there's something missing from the back actor of my JCB in the shape of the main ram. That's currently off getting fixed because it had this nasty tendency of turning itself into an automatic lowering device. We don't want that when we're doing things like lifting batteries, engines and truck beds. So we're going to have to do a bit of prep work on this thing and see then, depending if I can get the ram in time, or we're going to have to do this differently. But the first thing I got to do, we got to get rid of that spare wheel. Then we got to get rid of the exhaust, which you can't really see. And then over on this side here, there's some kind of a tank for holding some kind of combustible liquid fuel. So we're going to have to get that out of there. Then we can get at the cab mounts, or not the cab mounts, but the bed mounts. And they'll be all seized up, so that'll be great. And then we can see about taking this thing off. Then when we get that thing off, See about putting that thing in there. Well folks, much to my surprise, that spare wheel came out absolutely normally. In fact, the adjuster thing didn't even fight me. Now, somehow I don't think the same's going to hold true for our exhaust system in here. Well, let's find out. There we go. What is it Navy SEALs say? Yesterday was the only easy day. And it seems like that in the EV game. Okay. EV truck game anyway. Okay, rather not skull myself on the head because I've already skulled myself in the chest. So let's try to avoid that. I'm going to get in over this side, give you guys a close up of the differential. Maybe I'll put the camera in here so that it falls on the camera instead of me. See, that's genius. That's how we do it. Bingo. Drive forward now. Oh my god, there's so much dirt in there. Yeah, I think it's up. Oh, wrong way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's up. Okay folks. Good news, bad news time. We'll go with the bad news first. Bad news is, Greg's going to be real angry with me because I got the shirt dirty again. But the good news is, we got the bed of the truck and the frame of the truck pressure washed. To say there was a bit of dirt in here would be something of a understatement. But the good news is, just with a simple basic pressure cleaner there, managed to get all the loose stuff broken free, and we're in here now so we can see what's going on in the inner workings of the old Triton missile. So our next port of call is going to be that premium fuel tank there that actually I missed a bit. Look, gonna have to get at. Anyway, premium fuel tank there. We got to get that out, and in true junkyard digs fashion, we'll temporarily replace it with a boat tank so we can drop. You know what differentiates the United States and Ireland more than any one single thing? It's not population or geographic size or anything like that. So one country has PB blaster, one does not. Damn, that one put up a fight. There we go. Just fuel. Clang. Now, there's some fuel lines. And there. Some kind of wiring connector here. Let's get the fuel lines. There we go. Fuel lines carefully disconnected. And electrical carefully disconnected. And yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, that was a tour de force. The last of the exhaust out. Well, now we're just straight from the turbo out. So let's see what this sounds like. Okay, folks, got a bit sidetracked because the goose's handbrake lever decided not to ratchet anymore. So had to replace that, so did that. And Goose has a handbrake again, and we were able to, as you saw there, get the truck bed loaded up on the trailer and get it out of the way of our pulley block. There's still no sign of my ram for the JCB, so we're doing this the hard way. Shocker. So what I'm going to have to do next is the truck up here. I was having so much fun with it the last day that I managed to run the boat tank dry. So I got to get some fresh diesel in there, get that started. That'll be easy. And then we got to get the truck down here, and we're going to talk about the bed of the truck, and then we're going to use the truck to drag the battery down here to the chain hoist. So let's have some fun. Okay, so I put a primer bulb on there. There's a vain hope that that might help us out a bit. Okay, let's hit it. Okay, so Operation Battery Tow was a complete success, despite stalling out halfway. But anyway, so what's the plan, you might ask? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get that battery hooked up to the chain block there and pull it up into the berm. Then we're going to reverse the truck back over to the workshop, and we're going to have a look and see what kind of modifications we're going to be making here. Precision truck modification. Take two. Bingo. And out. Damn you. Out. Alrighty folks, another day dawns. So, off camera there, I went ahead and I buzzed off the rest of those tub mounts. And it's just as well that I did, because our old channel sponsor, Rust, has been quite busy. I'd like to obviously take this opportunity to thank Rust for helping us out so much on the channel. So this was under one of the mounts here, so we'll see we have a slight rot problem and a slight rot problem here on the side as well. And to be honest, over there on that side of the frame isn't much better. So this whole frame is going to be getting the needle gun treatment before we actually do our proper battery installation and flatbed build. But in the meantime, what I did is I got myself a piece of 80 by 80 by 4 box section steel from my local steel supplier, and we've got this welded in here in place of that horrible cross-membery thing that was in here, because to be honest, even if I'd wanted to keep that, that was quite badly rusted out as well, and chopping that out lets us get in here for treating this part of the frame also. So that should put the strength back into the frame for us, probably more so even than what was there. I might put some gusset plates on that at a future date. But in the meantime, I think it is time to, I'm not going to paint any of this obviously, because this is all going to have to be de-rustified, as I say. But for the minute now, I think we're good to go. We'll put a few wooden blocks in here and see if we can get the battery on here and see how it actually looks. let the actual pack sit on this bumper. Let the pack sit down on the bumper bar. Then I might be able to just tilt it forward. Oh. That's what we want. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, a bit more on. That's better. That's better. Yeah, it's gonna kind of find its own way down, I think, isn't it? Doing it. This way, and then we're good to go. Alrighty folks, got ourselves a leaf battery on our truck, and it's actually pretty darn decent fit. So here on the back, just have a 3x2 going along, and that's keeping everything nice and level. We're sitting on the frame here on the front, and we're well missing the, can't really see it in there, hang on till we get you in. We're well missing the shock mounts in there. So all we'll really need on the back here will be, say, a bit of 100x50 go along there underneath, and we can pick up on these two mounting holes here. Professional camera work as always here at EV BMW. So that actually worked out, that plan worked out far better than I thought it was going to do. Unfortunately, as I said, if we'd have had the JCB for all of this work, would have made life a bit easier for us, but we work with what we got, and we go from there. So yeah, everything's looking good. Just got a cargo strap on it there to stop it sliding around. But I think I'll wrap the video at this. You've probably got enough of me trucking here. I know some folks are probably going to say, well, wouldn't it be better if I had the battery turned so that the hump here was back up here? It would, yes, but that would then put our high voltage and BMS connections down at this end, which I'd rather not do, because if we're going to get a hit or something, this is where we're going to get it. So my next plan here now for this will basically be getting the pack square on the bed, and then fabricating various brackets and mounting points. We'll also then be able to use those same mounting points to build our new flatbed on here. But in any event, folks, we won't be doing that today, but we got ourselves a leaf pack on the truck now, So we'll be able to start looking at our motor system, and yeah, getting things connected up and so on. So good leap forward for the truck. Yeah, we're a bit tight here, so I will have to make a little kind of a tunnel in the cab here, just to let the high voltage cable in particular down there, but yeah, that's not a showstopper. So folks, batteries sitting in. Hope you've enjoyed this. I know it's been a while since we've had a truck update for you. Most of that has been just waiting to get my hands on a battery, and now that we have, and we've worked out how to fit it, it'll give us extra impetus to get on with this project and have more features for our Zombieverter VCU. So, as always, don't forget to give this a big thumbs down, give it a dislike, and unshare and unsubscribe. Crying out loud, don't support me on Patreon or PayPal, because then I'm just going to do more trucks. And do check the links in the description for Open Inverter Forum, GitHub, and all the other channels that I've listed in there that are far better than mine. So, that's it. And until next time, happy tree lifting. No, that's a tree. Not three, that is a tree. Tree, three.